Crusader Kings 3's Roads to Power just added my new favourite starting character, a landless adventurer in 1178 who we will use to go from landless to Byzantine Emperor in a single life, letting us explore the new landless gameplay as well as the new administrative government. And Tador Asin is perfect for this, as in real life, him and his brothers led a rebellion and countless attacks, defeating the Byzantines time and time again to form the Second Bulgarian Empire. And you see this little guy here? Well, he was known as the Roman Slayer, who even died a perfect Crusader King's death. I gotta say a massive thank you to Paradox for sponsoring this video. So if you want to get the Roads to Power DLC for yourself, click the link in the description. Now, you may be wondering why I like Tador Asin so much. Well, I just think he has a really great personality, easy to get along with, and okay, maybe it has something to do with the 10,000 special soldiers he has. And on top of that, even the decision that lets us start a war for the duchy where our camp is currently located. This guy is just that much of a terror. Now, first thing, our camp has literally nothing built. We can upgrade this, but let's take a look at the buildings. We've got a supply tent, a barber's tent, baggage train, mess tent, roaring campfire, proving grounds, and camp perimeter. Now, each of these buildings also come with like sub buildings you can build, and a lot of them are locked behind your camp type, like your camp purpose. So right now we're wanderers, equal chance to find contracts of any type. And then we got swords for hire, scholars, explorers, freebooters, and legitimists. But to be a legitimist, you need a pressed claim on a kingdom, so probably not getting that one. But today we are going to go and be swords for hire. We get more mercenary contracts, we find more prowess and martial contracts, and we get special camp upgrades like siege engineers, lock wagons, palisade builders, and ditch digging. But I kind of want this. Siege weapon effectiveness plus 50%. So that's going to be really helpful. Because as you can imagine as well, while you're just a camp without any land, military works quite a bit differently too. So say we wanted, say, more bowmen. You've got to pay to create them, and then they don't actually just fill up. You have to actually use some of your provisions or gold to actually fill up your unit, and you have to do that after every fight. So there's no like monthly expenses that automatically refill your men-at-arms. Instead, you have to manually do it. But you've got to be careful because provisions are very, very important, because you know, that's kind of like your food for all your camp. And you will die and get ill and whatever. You know what? Let's go and do our first contract. We have an escort mission here. A noble envoy of Strategos need a protection from bandits and accidents and welcome the aid of experienced travelers. He will pay us 201 gold. And he will like us, and he will be added to our roll of patrons. Now, these are really important because after you work for somebody, you can basically ask them for a favor. So for some gold, some provisions. You can even ask them for a men-at-arms unit. They just give you a random men-at-arms unit for free. So you can get some really good men-at-arms that way that you don't even have access to building. Let's go ahead and take this contract. A delegation saunters through the flaps of my great tent. Greetings, adventurer, speaks an envoy. Many of the roads of this world are treacherous. If you work for my liege, would pay well for your expertise. All our camp can travel. Don't need to move our camp. So we're going to agree. And where are we even? Oh, we're not even going that far. It's just up there. Okay, there's not even much danger. We'll get a caravan master to speed it up a little bit. And, oh, another thing, scout for talent. You always basically want this on. While you're traveling, it just gives you the ability to find people who can join your camp. So always have that on, basically. Yeah, let's just go. I think we can handle it. We're not great. Really, actually. We're kind of terrible. Let's go do our first contract. Just a simple escort. I am brought before Count Icub himself. Okay, so they just go speak in private. Fair enough. And it was an exceptional success. 200 gold. And if we take a look, I can make a request because I've worked for him. So provisions, doesn't have gold. We can ask for gold, rent a night, marriage, or even a contract. Men-at-arms can be really good because you get one random men-at-arms. I did it before and I got horse archers. So let's try it. What are these then? Let's take a proper look. So we got these guys. Spearmen. I've never seen these ones before. I don't know. That's really good toughness. Cost 7 provisions per traveled barony. But if we take a look, I doubt we can even make them ourselves. We can get some really good stuff. They're not amazing, although they're not bad. So we may as well keep them. So there we go. Our first mission was a success. And I want to build a baggage train because this lets me build the extra building for my siege weapons. So we're going to construct that for 60 gold and it's going to take 6 months. So we can leave that, do that. And we can gather some provisions because we've only got 1,500 left. So let's see. Stepping outside my camp, I survey the surrounding mountains, seeking any sign of game or fodder. Oh, we have quite a low chance. 22% chance. Let's go. Oh, we actually found it as well. So that was really lucky. Another thing you can do as an adventurer is you can go fishing, but we're going to visit a castle holding. So we can maybe get some followers, train, buy provisions, sell artifacts, or pursue contracts. So let's have a look. We're in this place, so we could probably go visit the castle, go to the tavern. Let's have a look around the castle. So the castle grounds are as expected, furnished for martial purposes, with casks of arrows, stray pole weapons, a handsome stable, and the like. The training ground is just outside the gates. The garrison has a handful of guards dawdling around, and down the street I spot a gathering of scruffy, demoralized Bulgarian combatants. So let's see, we can visit the local training ground. We should look for some able bodies at the garrison. Maybe the scruffy Bulgarian soldiers could be of use. Now, I was going to do that, but let's see what they say. So we could refill our men-at-arms regiment. Oh, so that's mainly what this is for then, is it? Okay. So if we do that then... Yeah, it did actually refill my trebuchets. I'm going to look for some able bodies at the garrison. We can guess some of these people to come and work for us. Ooh, this guy's... I like this guy. Drislav. Yeah, I think he's the guy to take. So, do that. And now, there we go. Arkotio Drislav. Perfect. And we'll visit the training grounds as well. So let's see what we can do. We can have a training session. Or if we had a proving ground, we can actually get this guy to become our master of the arms. And we can increase our prowess by 1 for 12 gold. There we go. We're done here. We could look around even more. We could look for a contract. We get some contracts for culling animals. I'm all right. Let's head back. There we go. I'm actually going to move my camp, and I think I might actually go over into Bulgaria. There's not too much danger. Ooh, that's going to cost a lot.
That is daylight fucking robbery, and I'm a victim.
So maybe not then. But while we wait, we should probably take a look at our camp officers, because it doesn't cost any money. So we can just put people anywhere. You can get a second, and you basically get some of their skills. So if we get... This guy has the most martial, but this guy has a bit more stewardship. I guess stewardship doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, we're going to get this guy, and our martial goes up by 2. Basically, all our skills then went up by 2. We're going to want a bodyguard. Drislav can be our bodyguard. And a second bodyguard, I'll give it to our brother Ivan. And a personal physician. This guy is kind of terrible. I'm going to give it to... they're all kind of terrible, but I guess he's a little bit better. But I'm actually going to give it to Ivan instead, my brother. I'll trust him a little bit more not to kill me. Ooh, a nice contract just passed up. It's a tier 2 martial contract. Okay, so their bridge remains unprotected. A show of force is necessary to keep bandits away. 150 gold and 500 provisions. Let's do it. So, perform in play. Wonderful morning we have, he starts. A perfect chance to show those ruffians the value of a true knight. You see, there's a bridge that goes into... I can't pronounce... that place. All manners of miscreants, fools, and idiots hang about there. Someone should take care of that. So, if you're not aware... With this new update as well, intrigue and schemes have also had a massive overhaul. Even for normal schemes, it doesn't work like they used to. There's a lot more to it now. So we get a couple of options. This option adds agent slots that focus on higher success chance, phase length, or balanced. We're going to go, I think we'll go for, because that's not a great success chance, we'll go for higher success chance. We have these 5 agent slots. We have muscle, outcast, thug, and a lookout. So what we do is we will put people from our camp into these slots, and depending on their skills, they'll have like higher aptitude for it. And the way these work is schemes now have phase lengths. Each phase, you basically get a key, like an opportunity. And then when you execute your scheme, depending on how many opportunities you have or advantages, you get a higher success chance. Drislav is a really good thug, so we're going to make sure he goes there. And then let's take a look at what Ivan's best at. So Ivan will go as a muscle, and then for our lookout, we'll have the heathen, and then finally, Radislav is a decent outcast. So if we do all that, our scheme potential is now 71%. 41% boosted thanks to our agents. Thinking about it, our baggage train is now built, so we have an upgrade slot. So we could go ample steeds, able porters, proficient trackers, kennels, siege engineers, portable shrine, and then you got loyal scribes, bartering grounds, proof of claims, ransom cages, expert negotiators, drifting eccentrics, and private tents. There's so much you can do, but look, some of them are locked behind certain camp purposes. Ooh, able porters is really good. It's cheaper to reinforce your men-at-arms, and knight effectiveness per stewardship scale 1%. That's pretty insane. But we're going to go siege engineers for 50% more effective siege weapons. We're going to get that being built up now. Ready for our war. There we go. And you get some events like the family stays together because we're working with our brother. You know, scheme's going better. We get 2 free advantages. Which takes us to 14. So we now have 15 and our current scheme potential, well, our success chance is at 51%. So if we spend 15 keys, we can gain 20% more, but I might as well wait until we have 20 keys, right? I'm calling them keys. I guess they're advantages, whatever. Same thing. Yeah, I've never heard of these like Assan dynasty in real life before. This story is so interesting. Like our youngest brother, this guy, he defeated the first ruler of the Latin Empire, had the ruler in prison where he died in his prison, right? This guy didn't mess around. And yeah, they basically went to the Byzantine Empire, the current emperor, and asked them for some land, it's believed, although it's not 100%. And they were basically told no. So they went back and they basically started mustering up support for a rebellion to actually do what they did and get some land and create the second Bulgarian Empire, which is just insane because, you know, this is the Byzantines we're talking about. 3 brothers managed to gain enough support to start that rebellion. And there we go. We now have 20 opportunities. 95% success chance. There we go. Passage of arms. Success. Panting. I tap on my horse on the back. Easy now. It's over. Guarding this bridge has become my only task for the past fortnight. Armor shining under the moon. The sea of broken lances have been pushed to one side is a testament to my performance. To door. Alexois greets me, sending some of his men to pick up the spoils. What a sight. So we gain 150 gold. He likes me a bit more. And of course, he is added to my role of patrons. And we get 500 provisions. We could make a request. And we can just ask some people for some gold. They don't really like you for it. But this guy doesn't have gold. We can ask him to arrange a marriage. Doesn't really have any kids though. So we'll probably leave that for now and just keep him there. There we go. Back to our camp with all our provisions. And let's take a look. The siege engineers is now built, so our trebuchets are going to be really good. They're now 0.4 progress per day. The next building, let's take a look. Proving grounds, more knight effectiveness, size of men-at-arms regiment, and men-at-arms damage. Yeah, let's build that. 6 months, easy choice there. That's got to be built. Now, we only have 2 out of 4 building slots. You can upgrade the main pavilion to unlock them all, and you also get more army toughness, and more provision capacity, and all extra bonuses as well, if that's what you want to do. Oh, Radislav is a thief. Of course. Caravan master. Right, let's see what we're going to do. Do we need him? Like, he is pretty good. You know what? I'll pay your fine. Fine. Stand with us. Let's have a look. So, this guy here. This mercenary contract will kind you to aid in a war. I don't want to aid in a war because I kind of need to save my troops. You'll find a peasant faction. Special soldiers. You know, I kind of want the peasants to win because they're Bulgarian. Yeah, I want the peasant revolt to win. I'm not helping you. Sorry, like, I want the Bulgarians to rise, right? They're our people. They can take Bulgaria back. That's great for us. So, no, I am not standing with you. Although I could do with the money, to be fair. Oh, I was just looking at the Basilius and he did just die. I was going to say, he was looking quite rough. They got measles going around, so they're having a rough time of it. Fight corruption. Ooh. So, this guy over here, the Byzantine Empire suffers from rampant bandits, unscrupulous officials, and panicky peasants. 774 gold. Like, you know, we don't like the Byzantines, but for that much gold, we're taking that contract. So we got to fight corruption. I've never actually done this one before. So the Byzantines marshal visits my encampment for the day. It is embarrassing to admit, but I need your help dealing with the disobedient peasants of Byzantium. Let's deal with them. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, this is probably going to be quite difficult for that price, but let's see, because that's a lot of gold. We are moving into the plague, though, which is a little bit worrying. Probably should have thought that one through, but here we are, traveling to our death, probably. When we arrive at Byzantium, I am quickly round up the worst of the rabble rousers and demand they explain themselves. It is our place to be ruled over, but Basilius Alexos does so unjustly. With chaos rife in the land, while we can hardly hold on to what's ours, still he drives us to labor for him like workhorses. Silence your people or die, peasant. Let's try it. Oh, wait, we've done that one, and there's this much left to do. Wow, okay, so we got to travel around a lot. No wonder it pays so well. We got to do loads. Ivan, our brother, has measles. Oh, my God. He gained reduced disease symptoms. That's good. Hopefully he survives. I now have measles. Ooh, I'm a little brighter as well. Ivan did good work on me. God, this is... okay, we survived. We survived. Wait, no, that was Ivan. Okay, everybody's actually ill. No! Not the Roman Slayer. Please, please, please don't die. You were meant to be my favorite character for later on. Do not die on me. Okay, I survived. Great. Come on. Oh, we survived. And our sister. Okay, well, somehow we got away with that. Okay, so this is our final county. Do we get an exceptional success? No, I didn't. I only got... Okay, well, that's a shame because that took a long time. We did lose a few people, let's just say. Our family's all still alive, though, so that's what matters. Well, I was going to wait a little bit longer before I attempt to take this decision and get some land. But right now, the Byzantine Empire is facing 2 wars, and I really don't know if they're going to be able to win them. So they could end up in a lot of trouble pretty soon. So this is probably our best opportunity to take some land for our people, right? Just like they did in real life. Now, we need 500 gold for the decision, but we have this scheme going and we just got 20 keys. 80% chance. Yes, there we go. We got 139 gold for that contract, and we now have enough gold to champion the Bulgarian culture. So we will basically start a war for this duchy here. To arms, Bulgarians. The champion of the Bulgarians. A cold breeze accompanies the view from my camp. The mountains seem endless. This is where I belong. Where my people belong, I take a deep breath. A Greek, the ruler of the Bulgarian people.
Brother,
The mere idea disgusts me. And I know I'm not the only one. No matter where I look, I know the Bulgarians won't stay silent. It is time to take back what is ours. So we have a couple of options. Okay, when I was actually planning this video, I didn't even look at this option. We straight up can just get the duchy title, become a vassal, change to administrative, and get a pressed claim. I didn't realize that. So if we do it this way, we start a war and we go independent, and then we gotta like be vassalized. So we could do that. Which, you know, is kind of where we need to go anyway, but let's be honest, it's not really as fun. So let's go for it. We're going to raise everything. We've got to be careful, though, because attrition's going to be a killer. Split in half, and we're going to get these guys now to try and siege some land as fast as possible before the Byzantines come for us, because we need to get some land where we can get supplies from. So we're going to move them out, split them up to try and avoid as much attrition as possible. An ally has joined up to 10,000. That's not great. Yeah, these special soldiers are amazing. We now have 15,000 of them. We've got a couple of extra ones as well. And as you can see, they will be inherited on succession. So we want to keep as many of these alive as we can. We don't want to be joining the Byzantines and being weak, right? I know they're separatists, but look, they're not going to mind me joining if I plan to become the emperor for us, right? You know, I'm sure they won't mind doing all of this, losing all their friends. Imagine that. This must have happened in history. They fought with us, like fighting with somebody for your freedom. They take the land and then just go, you know what? I kind of want to be a vassal instead. So sorry about, you know, your mother. Are they coming in for us? No. No? Okay, that's great. Perfect. I thought they were going to march in to fight us then, but it seems they got other things to worry about. God, the fort level is so high. I guess we're quite late in the game. Got to try and find counties that are much easier to siege, basically. There we go. So this was the event I was waiting for to start my war. The Splintered Crusade. The Catholic Crusade is betrayed. Faithless, misguided pilgrims have banded together behind the pretender Maria and the travesty of travesties, planned to assault the Byzantine Empire, a realm of Christians. They refuse the journey to Jerusalem. Apologists for the haughty King Bela, the greedy Serene Dodge, and all the rest claim that they will reunite the church, lending Greek strength to the cause. This is really happening. So if we take a look now, he now has this war here, a crusade for this woman's claim. So it's a Crusader war for her claim on the Byzantine Empire. And they come with 63,000 men. So yeah, that's what we were waiting for. So we should be able to actually win this, I hope. It's just the sieges that are a problem, really. Yeah, I think right now we should probably go in for a battle against them. And we should get a good chunk of war score because looking at their numbers, that's pretty much their army. So if we can wipe out this army, we'll get a good chunk of war score. We have Ivan, where's commanded another army. Okay, we need to join them together. So Radislav is the main leader. And let's get in there and hopefully defeat them. Like if we lose, it's embarrassing. Can we catch them eventually? There we go. And we should win this. So we lost a lot of men, which we can't really replenish, which isn't great. But I'm hoping this does give us a good chunk of war score here. 48. Okay, gonna be honest, not amazing. Really. For all the soldiers we lost. There we go. Finally, after sieging pretty much the whole thing, I think we have ticking war score now. So any second, 100%. And we did finish it before the other war finished. It's only minus 30%. So it's taken a while. He's up to, oh, he's got special soldiers, holy orders, mercenaries. So he's going all out to defend now. So we finished that just in time. So we're going to enforce. We get all of that. And we get 2 new vassals. So a popular leader for the Bulgarians, for the Bulgarians, for the Bulgarians. I take a moment to breathe. My chest is shaken with emotion. My voice still trembles. The Bulgarians, the Bulgarians, the Bulgarians. I must not forget who I am fighting for. We are free. So we get the populist leader trait. Army gold maintenance minus 50%. And we lose local icon though. That's a bit sad. You know, what do you mean? Why do we lose that? Wait, what happened? Where's the rest of my land? That's not what I fought for. Okay, so anyway, after all of that, we're going to swear fealty with low taxation. He actually likes me. He likes me because I'm a pleased former patron. Oh, because I worked for him, didn't I? So yeah, we're going to do that, which, yeah, like I said earlier, I'm sure the men who fought for it are very happy about that. There we go. We are now a vassal to the Byzantine Empire. But if we take a look at our new tab, the administrative government, as you can see, the theme we have, we can't actually click on it because we're feudal. So we need to go ahead and adopt centralized administration. So yeah, this is just a more complex way of doing the other option for the decision, and it seems we're worse off for it. But we get the administrative government, we become a head of a new noble family, and we gain 250 new influence. Reorganizing a realm the size of the province of Moesia is no small feat. What was once a network of personal loyalties is now a state with governors and officials. A legalism spread throughout the realm, no doubt. Notions of family and vassalage will give way to civic pride and centralization. So you've got all this stuff here coming up. A manor completed, and that is because, as we're the head of a noble family in this government, we get our very own estate. Similar to the camp, all buildings with a bunch of different sub-buildings. We can move our estate if we want. Yeah, there's loads, way bigger than a camp, of course. So we got a mansion, gives us more income, more influence. And then we have training grounds, which gives us a bunch of extra damage and toughness. We've got a small oil mill for more income. We also have a storehouse, which helps with supply capacity. So let's take a look at what we could build. We've got shrines, sentry tower, guardhouse, garden, stables, workshop, market, pastures, grain field, small vineyard, and a mulberry copse. There's a lot of stuff we could go ahead and build in our little estate. And yeah, that is separate to our normal buildings. So it's just extra things you can build for money and influence. But right now, we have quite a lot of influence. And influence is basically used within the administrative government to say we wanted to look at the inheritance of the Byzantine Empire. I'm 40th, which, you know, is not great, but we can actually use our influence to become first in line. Yeah, we had 1,153, which isn't great. That's still a while away. So maybe we can't do this in one life. Oh, we're only 42. So maybe. But if we take a look at the themes, anyway, we should find our one down here somewhere. Our province here. Our governor efficiency is terrible because the base is minus 100 and we got terrible stats for a start. And then we can use our influence to get on the council. We could use it to damage our liege's legitimacy and all sort of stuff like that. So there's a lot of scheming, a lot of backstabbing as you'd expect. So now on the noble family tab, we have the imperial family, which is of course whoever's leading at the time. Could raid their estate. Our odds are pretty poor though, but we could give it a go. You can see the actual estate. You can slander them, which is good to reduce their chance of getting titles and stuff. You can challenge people's status by making them look a fool in public. And then finally, we can request people's support. So say we wanted this guy's support for the Byzantine Empire. No one really likes us, right? Which is a big problem. Would anybody support me with it? I doubt it. Yeah, no chance. Yeah, zero chance. People are not supporting me. People don't care for me. People don't like me. What I'm realizing now, though, is my plan is not going well. Although it may look like it, when I did a couple of test runs, I was pretty much able to instantly influence my candidacy and become first in line, like straight away. But it wasn't this expensive. I don't know why it's so expensive now. But I did it like twice before and it wasn't this expensive. So the original plan has fallen apart. I'm not going to be able to just become the Byzantine Emperor by using my influence. So we've got to think of another plan, and I do have a slight idea. You see this Crusader war that's going to win? When they do it, the Byzantine Empire is completely destroyed, and instead we get like the Latin Empire over here. But because I'm part of the former Byzantine Empire, if I take Byzantium, I can reform the empire. So we've got to be a little bit more aggressive, and that's how we're going to save this. Maybe. We'll try and do our influence thing, but I don't see it going well. I think we save our money then and build up our estate a bit later on after the empire's collapsed, because we're going to need a lot of troops. Now, one thing that's really cool about the estates is that you still get access to contracts. So this guy would pay me 142. Oh, this is actually like a camp one. But when you're on a state, you get governance issues that pop up, and you can travel to them and get bonuses like gold, prestige, piety, influence. And they basically kind of work the same as camp contracts, but instead it's issues within your governance that you can fix. So if a couple of those pop up, we'll try and do those definitely. Our liege, he wants to grant me a vassal. I mean, I won't say no to that. And again, I guess it's in my theme. So there we go. So we got them vassals now as well. Yeah, I do really love this administrative government. Next week, I think I'll have 3 videos on the DLC, and one of them will definitely be more Byzantine themed, and I'll do some other Landless stuff as well. So next week, I'll have a lot of CK3 content about the DLC when the full embargo drops. So if you are new here and you do want to see more stuff on the DLC, please consider subscribing. Hopefully those videos go a little bit more well than this one, right? We can hope. Yeah, my family is not very good. We are like way down here. We have 22 power. And to be a powerful family, we need 46. I think you get 5 per landed house member as well. So we could get it up there a little bit more. And then, yeah, dominant families. To be a dominant family, you need to own 25% of the realm, which, let's be honest, we're not close to at all. Ooh, there we go. A new governance issue. Rampant bandits. So outlaws and unruly nomads beset this region of your theme. So we can take the governance issue. So we'll read a report again, bandits. So let's see. We can just ignore it, or we can go and sort it out. Let's go and sort it out. So we can take them by surprise, lay out a tactic, or lure them into a trap. Now, we don't have a great chance of either, but, you know, laying out a tactic is probably our best bet. By God's nails, my soldier's attack was given away by frightened birds. We lost 30 influence, and it loses a bit of control. So we didn't get any nice bonuses, which I think it would have been good, because that was like a tier 3 contract as well. Or I guess governance issue, if you want to. Wait, what? The state faith is a Muslim faith? How did that happen? How is that the state faith? What? Oh, it's just changed back. Okay, there we go. But it changed back right at the end. Because as you can see, the Byzantine Empire seized. From the capital trickles word of negotiated peace. Talk. Oh, wait. It didn't fall apart. Usually when this war ends, I guess they have a choice. They either become the new emperor or empress or Basilia, or they can destroy the empire. Now, typically I've noticed they destroy the empire, but I guess not today. A madness in the sacred purple who is paraded about by gangs of stinking, mally-coated Latins, I hear. The Crusader army is still outside the capital's wall. Will anything make them leave? Anything short of our utter destruction. So what we can do is seek somebody's protection to be a vassal of them. Now, I'm going to be a vassal of Bulgaria. Oh, okay, never mind. It did still break. As you can see, there we go. It all fell apart. So I guess she gets control, and then the Crusader army destroys it because they're still waiting there. I assume that's kind of what happens. I don't really know what happens to her. She gets a random title spread out all over the place. Okay, so the Byzantine Empire is no more. Its almighty sovereign, who once claimed the legacy of Rome, has been deposed. Magnificent palaces and cathedrals smolder. Corpses rot in great heaps. Chaos descends on a broken realm. Amidst these ashes, the Latin Empire is proclaimed. In the name of Christ. So, as you can see, we're looking at this. Every former Byzantine vassal may use to restore the Byzantine Empire decision if they possess the county of Byzantium. So that's what we kind of need. So now there's the Latin Empire. I guess in real life, the first Latin emperor was actually died in this guy's prison, the Roman Slayer. Deposed Leeds joins my court. So he's now my courtier. Fair enough. I could do with some money. Do you want to give me your money? I mean, I could use it, like. You know, if you're just freebooting in my court with all that money, help me get the bloody Byzantine Empire back. How about that? And now, thanks to our free claim on Bulgaria, we can declare war on our liege for the kingdom. And I'm going to respect your time. Look, we just defeated the Byzantines. I mean, our liege, the Fargod Larper, didn't really stand a chance. And finally, just like in real life, we have made our family the kings of Bulgaria. Because, yeah, in real life, they did, like, Peter, or Todor, or Theodore, I guess was his name, co-ruled with Ivan until Peter died, and then Ivan co-ruled with Kalayan. So they did all like co-rule together and stuff. But now, as King of Bulgaria, we still have a very important thing to do. Restore the Byzantine Empire. And the only thing we have left to do on that, we need a bit more prestige, which is fine. That will probably come during the war for the battles and stuff. We need now to win a war against the Latin Empire. But I actually love this part of the game. Like right now, after the Byzantines collapsed, we're still administrative and we're independent. So we're like the top king. And like our other vassals now will be fighting to increase their like next in line guy. So you got to be careful with this. You got to make sure your heir is always first in line by, influencing their candidacy and all stuff like that. Because otherwise you're going to be in trouble. But we can keep just doing that really, I guess. If we really wanted to, just to make sure that our heir gets it. And we got to keep an eye on it. We don't want to not look at it and then lose it. To vassalize some people. So we'll do that as well. But yeah, the Latin Empire, they're at war with Athens, which... yeah, they're going to win. And they're also fighting somewhere up here, looks like. Which, again, probably going to win. Now, he has no allies, so we are facing 10,000. I assume, yeah, he's Catholic, so he's going to have holy orders. Because with this character now and with the administrative government and after all that, we have some special casus belli. So a county expansion. Pick a county that borders us. We also have naval county expansions. So we could get Byzantium that way. Or we could do Imperial Duchy. That would obviously be better, but I think it would be smarter to do the naval county expansion and get Byzantium, because that's a way smaller war target we can hopefully just hold. But now we're a king. Hopefully, we have some better possible alliances like France. You know what, France? Yes, we needed you. And our brother, Hungary. Yes, we're getting everybody on our side. We're taking down the Latin Empire. No one wants to marry you, sorry, and you're already married. Because yeah, in real life, these three brothers, they didn't get support from like kings or anything, I don't believe. But through the Bulgarian people, they did raise like a big rebellion. I guess they're the special soldiers we start with, the Bulgarian separatists. But now we're just doing the same thing on a bigger scale, right? So let's take a look at this war now. If we take a look, yeah, we should win that. But as we're Imperial, we do have access. We have like our personal men-at-arms, and then like titles, I believe, have their own men-at-arms. So we can get like an extra 7. An extra 7 men-at-arms unit on top of our 5. And the more titles you hold, and you can see all the other provinces. And so the province of Bulgaria army, they have their own, and you can see other armies. We can call this army if we wanted to and stuff like that. So yeah, the army system has changed quite a bit in this government, which I'm so happy about. Can we hire you? We should be able to hire you for 400 piety, and that's an extra 4,000 troops, and they're full of order knights. Yes. Right. Mercenaries. Let's see. We might not even need them. Let's just go for it. We're going to declare war. Naval county expansion for the county of Byzantium. I would do the duchy, but look, after my plan got turned upside down, we're doing what we can. And maybe when we're emperor, we might be able to vassalize a lot of people again as well, which would be great. My allies have both agreed to join, so it is time to take down the Latin Empire, hopefully, as long as they don't take too long. Hungary should get here quick, but then France is who we really need. And, they're not at war with the Plantagenets right now, so hopefully they have a chance to get over here and help me. I think we jump straight on Byzantium. Request governorship. So my vassal, this was the previous ruler. Oh, you want to purchase a truce? We'll do that. So he wants to govern this duchy? I'm going to say probably no. This is going to be a really slow siege, I assume. But hopefully France brings some siege equipment. Oh, it's not slow. France brought all that siege equipment, which is really important. And also my brother is no longer second. So we're going to make sure they stay first, just in case we randomly die. There we go. Siege 1. 309 gold from that. And we got an artifact. Their banner. What's going on? So since then, time and again, Latin lords have ridden out with their knights. At first, all clad in gold, aflame with purpose. But of late, this sovereign king hopes were thin. Paltry things, his cause knew only grim resignation. The Latin Empire, an abomination birthed into Christendom, was never meant to be. With this destruction, how can any great Romos? What's that? Romani. Okay, so it's a translation. Sit idle. A mighty Basilius, or our Basilius, must soon pass through the Golden Gate in triumph. For the Latin realm is no more. All de jure Latin titles will return to the Byzantine Empire. How was that so quick? What happened? I don't think it's meant to happen that quick, but I can't complain because this guy's even weaker now. So this is literally just bullying at this point. There you go. Enforce. Oh, I don't know what I've clicked. I've done something, and I've lost a lot of prestige. So I need a lot more, and then I can take this decision. So that's all we need. We are aging, though. And even though I was getting on a bit, I hosted a grand tournament in Constantinople, which gained us more than enough prestige, and somehow, with our terrible stats, we still won the melee. Okay, maybe I did just hide behind my teammates, but we still won. There we go, so we're up to 2,695 prestige now. What we're gonna do though, we're gonna move our capital over here, because why wouldn't we? And then we're gonna move our estate as well. Straight into our capital, and the decision's not there. Okay, there it is. I thought it'd come up as a major decision. It wasn't. Restore the Byzantine Empire. The shattering of the Byzantine Empire was an unprecedented tragedy for our people, but we struggled on. After all, as long as a single Romani still stands, Rome still stands. One day, a legitimate sovereign will sit again on the throne of Constantinople, and the empire will rise again. An empire reborn by the dying of the faithful. I'm excited to see this though, because I've never actually messed around with the administrative government as the ruler, so we'll see. By the dying of the faithful, by the fire of rhetoric, by the very will of God, the Byzantine Empire lives once more. I gaze over the Queen of Cities, a warm breeze from the Marmara, playing with my regal robes. Our days of shame, with all the words scorning the fallen, must surely be at an end. I'm wondering if I can just vassalize a bunch of people now though or not. Like, can I? I would expect to, but I'm not getting the option. Like, I thought a lot of these guys would want to be vassalized, but it turns out they actually kind of don't, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, now we're the ruler. Oh, if someone's feudal, you can actually pay 300 gold and demand they change. Well, there's a lot of new decisions again, though. So you can send a plea for military help to Christian leader of a different faith. Re-establish Theodosius borders. Get the name Augustus. Oh, we need like Egypt and everything. So you'd make like a big Eastern Roman Empire, I guess. Yeah, so that's forming the Eastern Roman Empire pretty much. And then after that, of course, you need the full Roman Empire. I believe that was already in the game, maybe? Pretty sure. And that's great. Just like in real life. Maybe not the full Byzantine Empire, right? But we can elevate our brother to co-emperor. So he becomes basically a junior emperor. They get access to some decisions and stuff that can like affect the entire kingdom or the entire empire. And they generate influence for us as well. But I guess we gotta be careful with them because they can swing the scales of power. I guess it's kind of like having a regent. But of course, oh, look at his clothes as well now. Appointed me co-ruler. Of course we did. So we have a co-ruler now and everything. I'm actually shocked, though, that nobody wants to be vassalized. I thought they would want to be, now it's back. But, like, nobody does. You recently waged a war. Well, yeah, how do you think I become the emperor? Like, what do you want from me? Like, I know this is sponsored or whatever, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say it. This is my favorite DLC. I don't usually give my, like, opinion in sponsored videos. Like, I don't. But I'm actually genuinely super excited for this one. This is my favorite. Landless is really good to play. The Byzantine rework actually makes it fun, right? Because before, it was just kind of like every other empire, but the leader had primogeniture, pretty much. But now, nothing's like it. And even if you get administrative while not being part of the empire, like I did when I split off, it's still just a lot of fun and changes the game. And also, when you're a vassal of one as well, you can't declare war to take over other vassals' land and then overthrow the liege like you do every other time, right? Instead, you have to get influence, force families to support you, build up your own influence and stuff to get your candidates to inherit other vassals' titles. You don't have to just do it to the main liege title. You can do it to any title. So you can take over an empire, but through diplomacy, which is forced, which I think is a good thing. So yeah, when you get the DLC, I'm excited to hear your guys' opinions. But I want to say, if you've got any ideas of things you would like to see me try with these mechanics, I got a couple of ideas for next week. But after next week, anything you want to see me try, please let me know in the comments so I can give it a go. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.